So a new copper update, known as the Fall Update, is supposed to release very soon. However, after watching the trailer for it, it doesn't seem to be as useful as I initially thought it was going to be. To begin on a positive note, however, it is nice that Minecraft decided to bring back a mob thought to be permanently gone, as it had lost the mob vote a while ago. Also, its animation is a nice touch to an overall stiff environment. If the Minecraft community was able to get a win here, then hopefully other mobs from the past can also make a return. Now, to focus on the copper golem, as many of you are aware, it comes with its own and also new copper chest, and is able to sort out inventory space for you as a new attempt at inventory management. Also, it is capable of oxidation and can come in different variants. I think it's entirely useless. Now, you might be thinking, Pepper, you silly buffoon. It sorts out your inventory so you don't have to deal with it on your own. And this is true, but its process is slow, and me pressing left click twice, then shifting, is incredibly faster. Let's do a little demonstration. Now, this is me, the player, picking up iron from one chest and putting it in another. Now, to do an imitation of the golem, it goes to the chest, picks up 16 iron, moves over to the other chest, does its little animation, and then it finally places it in the chest. This does work for when you have excess things in your inventory which are only in small quantities, like picking up bones or rotten flesh from killing mobs, or finding an enchanting book, as the copper golem can pick up 16 of any item in its copper chest. However, if you're coming back from a mining trip, it's going to take a long time for the golem to put everything where you want it to be. Its animation is also its weakness, as that's contributed to the extended wait for adding items to a chest. As a person who likes to have their chests organized, this is only going to be more time consuming for me to wait for one or more golems to add items where I want them. Getting more golems can speed up the process, however, if I don't like where the golems place my items, I'm only going to have to resort them anyways. Maybe for you guys, that inventory dump, this is your solution. Let me know what you think down below. I think that once the novelty of this brand new thing is tried out, the copper golem will not be as important moving forward. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe Minecraft can update the copper golem to move full stacks of items instead of 16. The other major thing being added in the fall update is copper tools and copper armor, as well as other things. Now, for this, I am certain that many people would agree that this will be forgotten very fast. Minecraft developers have said that the tools are the same speed as stone, with more durability, and the armor is stronger than leather, as the armor bar would fill halfway instead of a quarter. Let's dissect this. You load up into a world, you grab some wood, and head for a cave. Your first thought is to grab stone, as it's in clear abundance, not copper. Once you grab some stone and make a stone pickaxe, you go to look to find iron. As mentioned before, copper tools are the same as stone with only more durability. So why waste time trying to get copper and smelt it, in which you will need cobblestone to do anyways to make the furnace, when I can just use the cobblestone that I collected and make stone tools and just be on my merry way. Again, once the novelty of copper tools is over, players are going to revert back to stone, and what I predict is in a month or less. If Minecraft wanted to make better use of the copper tools, it should have either been nearly as good as iron with better durability than stone, or the same as iron with better durability. It being the same as iron, though, might be an unpopular thought, but the point is, since you can find copper easier and mine copper with more ores dropping, why only equate it to stone? That takes us to copper armor. This will be slightly more useful compared to the tools, as leather armor is practically unattainable at the start of the game. Players would be able to access copper armor considerably faster, and unlike the tools, it is better than leather armor. However, this can also fade into obscurity, as once players find iron in most likely the same cave, that armor is going to be replaced with the better iron armor. At least when it comes to this, the armor is better and easier to craft compared to leather, therefore more players may attempt to seek it out after its novelty period is over. Overall, this update feels more like a moral victory than a useful one, as Minecraft finally listened to its fanbase. The Copper Golem was definitely a breakthrough in terms of animation within Minecraft, and hopefully Minecraft will add more things for the fall update to make it more exciting. Anyways, that's all for me. If you have any thoughts on what I said or anything I missed out, let me know. See you later.